Today I'm going to walk through how I used Watchkeeper to enhance my workflow and generate entirely new ideas in seconds. So let's go back and see how I use Watchkeeper to get to this endpoint. First thing I want to do is add some tick-tocks that act like a sort of metronome. Just going to add a little bit of doubling and delay just for some thickness and realism. One of the most powerful parts of this library is its ability to create rhythms on the fly and inspire ideas, not just the cool collection of sounds that it comes with. With that in mind, I'm going to use this tool to create a random pulse rhythm that I'm going to base the entire cue around. I don't want the loop to be too long and complex, so I'm just going to bring down the loop size by half. Now that my blank slate has been filled in by Watchkeeper, I'm going to use the library to replace those sounds with something more interesting and nuanced. Let's check out the replacements. Giving each note its own patch allows me way more control. As you can hear now, there's way more contrast and nuance than there was when I was using one patch for the whole loop. I replaced the first note with this noisy kick. I just processed it a little bit, low passing the tail and adding a DAC. I replaced this middle hit with crunch bass soft. And the third long note is crunch bass wide. Pause at any time to check the names of the snapshots if you want to recreate the same thing. Where I found this delayed bass, and the majority of the rest of the sounds for this cue were by searching through the various multi-patches that Watchkeeper has on offer. Let's check where we're at and look for some new loops. So let's look through some multis to find some new sounds. Flicking through these can be an amazing way of getting new inspiration and new ideas, all synced perfectly in time and in key to your project. Once I found something I liked, I added some multiband compression and a little bit of denoising. I'm going to throw it in the loop and see how it sounds. Went back out on the hunt and found these really cool tonal layers from these chimes. I doubled them with some reverses, shifted down the formant and added some harmonic exaggeration. Let's test them out in the loop. So let's circle back to this ARP sound that finishes off the bass line. It started life as a fairly simple sound from the category mid-pulses bright. I wanted it to ease in toward the end of the bar with a volume ramp and a low pass. And on top of that I did a couple of rounds of processing. In the first round I automated the mix of a convolution reverb and then did some transient enhancement. After that I did some denoising, some saturation and some compression. I'm going to throw that in the loop and look for some final layers. I'm going to extend the loop and add this sick percussion loop I found from Watchkeeper. Add these falling leads from a personal library. And chuck in these final two percussion sounds and see where we're at. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.